Right, we're on. As I walk around here, you can probably hear how squidgy it is. We're in a little bit of a muddy lie. We've not got far to go to get to the flag there. And we're going to play some soft shots, some little chip shots or pitch shots from a soft, soggy lie today. A lot of this is happening just now. These are general course conditions in Britain just now. It gets a little bit heavy, a little bit squidgy. We have to be able to play these little delicate shots from these lies. Very, very different to your hard pan lie you get in the summer. But today this is what we're going to have to tackle. Before we start though, I've come out here without my tripod, so I'm going to have to use this handheld thing. So we'll cope, we'll be all right. Okay, it is very, very squidgy. So to play this shot, I'm going to have to use a club. So we're playing a pitch, we're getting the ball up towards the flag. I don't want this low running, I want to get the ball up, but yeah, as you can see and hear, it's very, very squidgy, very, very wet and very, very muddy. So I'm going to play this shot with loft, but I'm going to use a club that's got a lot of bounce. Now the bounce angle is from the back edge to the leading edge. So that angle there is what I'm going to use. That angle there from the back edge to the front edge on this golf club is 11 degrees. Now I want to make sure I get the bounce of the club to strike the ground first. That's going to stop the club from digging. If I was to use the leading edge as a chip shot, it's going to dig straight in and the ball's going to go nowhere. So I want to make sure I use the back edge of the club. Now I can do that by selecting lots of loft and lots of bounce. I can also open the club up, you can see how it sits more on the bounce, and lower my hand, so there again there's even more bounce on the golf club. As long as the leading edge goes below the equator of the ball, as long as when I play the shot the leading edge goes below the equator of the ball, so the back of the club strikes the ground. Let's go here, back of the club strikes the ground because I've set the bounce to work. Then the leading edge goes below the equator of the ball runs up the face and goes, then the back of the club continues through. Now it shouldn't dig in because the back of the club's rounded and designed in a way that it won't dig in. If I use this part, the leading edge of the club, it will dig in. Not good. So knowing which club to use in the first place, it's going to give you the best chance. Obviously very important. Last thing I want to do is dig deep down here. I want to make sure I get the back of the club to work for me. So I lie the club flat on the back of the club, not the leading edge. So on the back, not the leading edge. Club shaft straight up and down. And then I open the face slightly, so I rotate the club to my right hand side just slightly, and then lower my hands. So that's going to encourage the back of the club to strike the ground. Now you can hear how squidgy this is, and you can see the mud coming out. So you can hear and feel it. This is very, very wet. But these are the challenges we have here in Britain. Open the face, lower the hands. Now I have to take the club back and through, but I have to apply force on the way through. If I decelerate, then I'm into the ground. The ball's going to finish just here in front of the camera. So I have to make sure I keep that momentum going. I have to make sure there's velocity or club head speed going through the shot, which is full commitment. If I quit on it, as I say, the ball's going to land there. So it's a high tariff shot, but we can do this. We get the club to work for us. Now the strike I'm looking for is back of the club on the ground. That's my focus, is back of club, striking ground, back of club, striking ground, back of club, striking ground. Not the ball striking the club face or the club face striking the ball. It's the back of the club striking the ground that's doing the job for me. Open face, lower hands, back of club, strike the ground, gets the ball up and away. Now you can see, I got sprayed with mud there. You can see how mud came up, purely because it's so wet. The mud came up, but the ball went to where I wanted it to go. Again, make sure I accelerate through. Good. Good. That was a good one. Sorry about the sunlight. Now when I'm playing this shot from this squidgy lie, I have to make sure that the body turns as well. So it's a back and through with rotation. So that's back and through. That's back and through with rotation. So it's back and through with rotation. Good shot. Again, really squidgy, horrible lie. Back and through, back of the club strikes the ground with rotation. gets the ball up and away. So when I'm playing this shot, I'm fully focusing on setting the club first. I've used the club with the most bounce possible. So a lot of loft, a lot of bounce. So this here's got 11 degrees of bounce. It's my most bounce club, if you like, or club with most bounce. I mean, it goes up to 14 degrees of bounce. This is good for me. Open the face, lower the hands, back and through with rotation. Back and through with rotation. Now when I finish, the club face points to the sky. Club face points to the sky when I finish. So my right palm is slightly under the club. Now I know my last video talked about the palm. Right palm should never point to the sky. But this is a feel shot instead of a full shot. So there is allowances for that. Open face, lower hands, back and through with rotation, leaving the grooves pointing back to me. So the right palm comes a little bit more under the club. It's good. And again, open the face, lower the hands, back and through with rotation. Now, these are good results, considering the lie is so bad. But sometimes you just have to accept the fact that, you know, I'm in a little bit of a wet lie, a bit of a heavy lie. The outcome's not going to be as good as I would expect it to be from a pure lie. So that sometimes just accepting the fact that the outcome's not going to be as good as you would normally have. That was good. Oh, that was very good. That there, lower hands, open face, lower hands, back and through with rotation, leave the grooves pointing back towards me. So the back of the club striking the ground's the focus. Back of club striking ground is pure contact, not the ball striking the face. Look at that, it's dead. Oh, no it's not. So guys, there we go. I hope that really helps with the muddy lies we get this time of year. I mean, all over the world we're prone to these crappy, pretty horrible lies. I really hope that does help. Get as much bounce on the club as you possibly can. Get the hands lowered, get the face open. That's going to introduce even more bounce because the curvature of the bounce is not going to dig in near as much as the sharp edge of the leading edge. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you. If you've not, just hit subscribe. That'd be kind. Thank you. Have a good day. See you next time. Cheers.